welcome back to Modern Day Meta. Modern Day Meta is all about bridging the everyday and the sacred. I am Meta, and I thank you for joining me for a quick look at the current planetary influences with a focus on the inner planets. I have created a video for the current outer planetary influences that I will link at the end of this video. This video was produced around March 15th, 2020 in preparation for the collective wellness readings I do twice a month for each element. On this channel, you will find monthly birthday readings and Wheel of the Year Sabbath readings. There are an additional 8 moon phase readings for the collective throughout each month if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Those links are provided below in the description box. So let's get to it. The Sun. So the Sun is finishing up its transit through the sign of Pisces. The connection between our highest selves, our inner emotional world, and our physical, mental, and emotional barriers become much more transparent. There is a deep connection with the divine, the spiritual, and cultivating a practice that focuses on those things. It's a good time to allow your intuition to guide you on what needs and wants to be healed. Around March 19th, the Sun will move into Aries. This is called the spring equinox in the modern world and Ostara in the old world. The word Ostara comes from the Anglo-Saxon goddess name Eostre. Eostre represented spring and new beginnings. For the Aries collective, be sure to watch for your annual birthday video called Planetary Influences of 2020. And for the remaining collective, you can look forward to a Tarot and Oracle collective Ostara reading as well. So the moon is currently transiting the sign of Sagittarius at the recording of this video. This energy is flexible and enthusiastic. The current moon phase is waning gibbous, and it is a period of contemplation, breakdown, and understanding to help you spread the information and process what you have learned at the full moon. Also present a sense of gratitude for intentions that are coming into form. We are all most certainly in a receive mode during this phase of the moon. In astrology, because the moon changes signs every 2.5 days, which is very, very quickly, it's more practical to track the 8 monthly phases of the moon and align how we flow our energy with those segments of time, whether you conserve energy and rest or you're taking action after planning. Again, to follow these monthly moon phases, be sure and subscribe to my Instagram feed or follow my Facebook page to receive your collective energy reading at each of these moon phases each month. The new moon of March is in Aries on the 23rd. And it will be a good time to set Aries-like intentions, such as intentions for new beginnings, for focus on yourself, for focus on innocence and authenticity, for further self-discovery, independence, courage, and also disengaging from self-absorption. Hopefully, we all joined together on the happy dance that was March 10th when Mercury went direct in Aquarius after a long and emotional season through Pisces and Aquarius. We will still be under the influence of the retrograde conditions throughout the end of this month when the retrograde shadow lifts. On the 17th, Mercury re-enters Pisces once again, giving us a final review on the deeper meanings of our life, nursing our emotional wounds, and sorting out miscommunication. Mercury gets officially lit by the Martian energy of the spring equinox on April 12th when it enters Aries. Next up is Venus, who continues her transit in her home sign of Taurus, which began on the 4th of March and will be concluding in early April. With Venus here, our focus remains on ourselves and developing our needs and wants more fully. We are compelled to examine our ideas around survival, security, love, affection, happiness, fulfillment, and the things we do to meet these needs. This is a potent window for significant change in how you see yourself, how you value and care for yourself, and how you ensure that your needs and wants are being met in your life. Next up is Mars, which continues its 6-week transit through the sign of Capricorn, which began mid-February and will finish up at the end of this month. Over the last 6 weeks, we should have implemented something long-lasting for ourselves and our future stability. Mars brought energy, focus, motivation to the sign of the Goat, where it joined with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn to help us gather the inspiration and burst of energy to keep ourselves going and move forward on projects and tasks securing long-term future stability. As I mentioned on March 30th, Mars is going to change signs and move into Aquarius. If you're wondering what this might look like, if you have previously been afraid to break out of some old habits or change the way you do things, this will give you an extra influx of life into that area. You'll feel more motivated and willing to cross those lines and let go of whatever doesn't withstand your urge for change. And you're tired of wasting your time. You want the most efficient and clear way forward possible, and you're willing to make the sacrifices necessary to get there. This concludes the current planetary influences update for this period. I do want to spend just a moment talking to you a little bit about how to apply this information to yourself personally. And to understand what area of your life will be influenced, you'll need to have your own birth chart that has your rising sign, which then dictates the sign on each of the house positions throughout your chart. I'll give you an example using the information I just shared. Mars is currently in the sign of Capricorn. And on my birth chart, Capricorn rules the 10th house. So the area currently influenced by Martian energy is my 10th house of reputation, status, and career. You can find out for free and get your own personal birth chart at cafeastrology.com, or my favorite is astro.com. And you will need some information, including the time you were born. So be sure and check out your birth certificate and be positive about it. Mom thinks she knows, but she sometimes doesn't remember accurately. So be sure and check your birth certificate. And once you plug in your date of birth, your location of birth and your time of birth, one of these services will produce a chart for you, and you'll be able to understand better how the current planetary influences might be affecting you personally. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate your likes and subscribes. You can leave me a comment telling me about what portions of the video resonated with you. Hang tight, because your wellness reading is up next. Greetings, Fire Sign Collective. Welcome to Modern Day Meta. My name is Meta. Thanks for joining me and or being a part of the collective I'm reading for. As promised, here is your reading for wellness, clarity, and healing for the second half of March. If you are a returning member of the MDM collective, hooray! Hey boo, peace and blessings. Thanks so much for being here and returning to check out your collective wellness reading. If this is your first time here, I invite you to take a look at the welcome video where I talk about who I am, what I'm not, and what you can expect if you choose to subscribe to the channel here. All social media links, as well as methods for booking a private consultation, are in the description box below. Cards have been casino shuffled off camera, and as you can see in here, I do shuffle them a bit more on camera so you can tap in yourself. So here we go. The focus of today's reading is wellness, clarity, and healing for the general collective of fire, given the energies this collective will be encountering in the next 2 weeks from March 15th to the 31st, 2020. Bookended between 2 oracle card selections, I'll be consulting Spirit for recommendations from my medicine decks. Beginning with the Secret Language of Light, I'll draw and read, and then I'll pull 3 cards, each of the following decks for your wellness plan: the Stone Medicine deck, the Plant and Sea Medicine deck, and the Essential Oil Oracle deck. And I'll conclude your reading with a final pull from the Keepers of the Light deck. Any and all beings most benevolent outcome for this wellness reading for the Fire Collective, March 15th through the 31st, 2020. Show us clearly, Spirit. Secret Language of Light, Fire Collective. For the Fire Collective, please, Spirit. Fire Collective, March 15th through the 31st, 2020. Stone Medicine for the energies that our Fire Collective will be encountering. Thank you, Spirit. Plant and Sea Medicine, Fire Sign Collective. Thank you, Spirit. And Essential Oil recommendation. Fire Sign Collective, Spirit, March 1st through the March 15th through the 31st. Excuse me. And last, from the Keepers of the Light, for our Fire Sign Collective, please, Spirit, March 15th through the 31st. Thank you. What messages, what additional messages for the energies our Fire Collective will be encountering? All right, let's do this, fire signs. And from the secret language of light, you have number 24, which breaks down to a 6. 6 is about harmony. And the name of this card is Wellness, and this is a wellness reading. How apropos. I love the sword above this individual's head and the heart light that's sort of beaming out around it. There's like a heart aura. This is really beautiful. I see like assimilation here, also the seed of life behind you. So maybe assimilating a lot of kind of ancient universal information. Lots of sacred geometry in this. There are also lots of, it's probably hard to pick up, but lots of geometry also within the heart, right around that light at the tip of the sword. It's really beautiful. And of course you can see the seed of life back here. Some individuals here and here. Almost looks like a Buddha. So let's see what the book actually says. Fire sign, number 24, wellness. You are entering a time when your body will become stronger. If you have been or are sick, you are on your way to feeling better. Begin to focus on a sense of well-being. If you are healthy, you will be inspired to strengthen your body through yoga or another form of exercise. Your body is enlightened and knows how to heal itself. Every feeling, be it pain, butterflies, excitement, or love, is a message from one part of the self to another. Tune into your body through meditation and ask what you can do to improve your well-being. Behind the human in the image is the flower of life, a symbol that represents the process of creation. It is made up of the overlapping circles that are a repeating expression of the first circle. It is a geometric metaphor reminding us that the nature of life is continual expansion. Your body takes you everywhere you go, so acknowledge, thank, and love it. All right, fire sign collective. Lot of assimilation. Let's see what stone medicine is recommended for you for the next 2 weeks. It's beautiful. It's kind of purple, a deep purple color. It's called jet. And it is earthy and grounding. This true black mineral variety of cool is an ancient fossilized driftwood. See if I can get that for you. Who needs it? Empaths and witchy types. And where to put it? To clear a physical space or your body of uninvited vibes, swipe jet over the affected area and tell toxic energies, spirits, and tensions to peace out. When to use it? When asking for guidance from elsewhere, think seance, guided meditation, hardcore tarot session. Jet can take the edge off of high vibe stones like moldavite and serpentine, and is a wise old friend to bring as your +1 wherever your triggers are sure to be on the guest list. And the affirmation for Jet is claim your space. Claim your space. Looks kind of purplish, but I guess it's black. Jet is your recommendation. And from Plant and Sea Medicine, fire sign got jellyfish. Through my transparency, I am able to see clearly through the window of my heart. Through my fluidity, I am able to see infinite possibility. I offer you the gift of loving unconditionally. Your message is embracing. Color is pink here. Reminds me of rose quartz, or the other one, morganite, which is the stone that I'm using tonight on my, it's a very light pink color, rose quartz or morganite. think it's also called pink. Shoot, pink something. It'll come to me. Okay, back to you, fire signs. Embracing. Chakra activated here is your throat. The heart meridian is also activated. The element is fire. Duh, fire. So yeah, jellyfish. Jellyfish and embracing fire sign collective. Embracing, having an attitude of unconditional love or love in action. Sounds like it's part of your wellness plan for the next 2 weeks. Followed up with, Spirits recommended you to stay grounded with patchouli. I love patchouli. So it is a very earthy. I love the color here. It's sort of reddish, so that's obviously connected with that core base chakra, the one that gives us life. The trigger statement to watch out here for, that is definitely from the ego and not spirit, is something that sounds like, I hate my body. Spirit's encouraging you to turn it around with, my body is my temple. And the message here is, remember that you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere your loyal, sacred body. With patchouli, fire signs. Help you stay grounded. All right, and finally, to wrap up your wellness reading for the last half of March, Krishna was selected. Krishna, which is devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And I will take a read from the book now. Give you some additional insight, fire sign. Krishna is a Hindu god who is known as Maha-avatar, great avatar, and embodies divine wisdom. One of India's best loved gods, he is an approachable, kind, loving, and supportive guide. He is peaceful. He is a peaceful being with a great love for all people and animals. He's often depicted with a calf or lamb, which is a symbol of innocence, and a peacock feather on his head, which is said to honor the divine feminine. He was the spiritual guide of the warrior soul Arjuna, as related in the Hindu epic Bhagavad Gita, which really is a story of choosing love over fear, and helps us move beyond the limitations and wars our ego creates in our mind, and maybe even in the world around us. His twin flame is Radha. Extended messages: you have a deep and beautiful spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental and emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense excuse me. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself, what will honor your soul and those around you? If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. All right, fire signs. That is your wellness, clarity, and healing reading for the last half of March 2020. If you hung out all the way to the end of this video, I truly appreciate that. I welcome your comments regarding portions of this message that resonated with you, as well as your likes, shares, and subscribes. I'm looking forward to reading for you again very soon, Fire Sign Collective. Until then, namaste.